Okay, Andrea, let's get back to the topic that we promised our audience that we will talk about the new law that has been implemented. First of all, let's talk about the issue that is here with the foreigners who became illegal because of many reasons that we discussed in our previous video. If you missed the previous video, please go back and you can watch that videos. What were the reasons that foreigners were becoming illegal? What was the system's fault and everything? So let's talk about the ones how Romanian government is going to help foreigners who are illegal right now to become legal.
Who said they are going to help?
This is what the law says, and this is everywhere circulating in the media.
So, with the risk of being too blunt, I've stated my position from the moment this law has entered into force. I don't believe in the amnesty as it is promoted. I believe that a very, very small number of people that are currently illegal will have the opportunity to remain legal and remain in Romania, especially with the new provisions. And maybe I'm mistaken right now, and I honestly want to be mistaken with this, but the amnesty as it is promoted, it's far from the truth, my opinion, because on one hand you say amnesty, but when you say amnesty, you don't have to have conditions, or this is the term that we use in the other areas of law. You say amnesty like you are forgiven.
Yes.
But here they are not forgiven.
What are the conditions for the amnesty?
So there are two conditions, two steps more properly said. First of all, they have to register with any immigration office, not proving, they have to give their address, their residence address where they are currently staying.
So with the contract, the Kyrie or contract.
So this is one thing, that they actually don't need a certain document to prove the residence that they currently have, because we both know that on the market, especially when it comes to rents and so on, if you are illegal and you don't have a valid TRC, most flat owners and so on don't want to make a contract with the fiscal authority, so they don't have proper documents. But this is something that the law clearly mentions. You don't need anything else. You just have to go and register with the residence. Of course, since it started in practice, some officers made their own interpretation and started asking for such contracts or declarations and so on, but this is not according to the law, so this is also an abuse. They just have to go and mention the residence. This is also something that on one hand the authorities want to have a clear image of who is illegal, how many people are illegal and where they are staying. The truth reality is that even if you go and mention your residence, it's not like you are not going to change it until the end of the year, or of course not all, but some can change it from one day to the other. So because it is not official, it is not something of clear image to the authorities. You understand?
So until the what date?
They have only 2 months since the 27th. To be honest, I don't know exactly the date, but it's mid-June.
Yes, until I guess
26th or 27th of June. I will put it also on our immigration group, Facebook group. But they have 2 months to do this. They don't have to panic towards this. There is time. And they just have to verify prior to this. And I think it is very important for the listeners to verify exactly if they meet the conditions for the amnesty. Because if they don't meet the conditions to obtain the amnesty, and I will mention them, they can go to the immigration officers. They will see that you are in an illegal stay, and they will grant the return decision because you don't meet the conditions to obtain the amnesty. Okay, so first they should consult with someone that's more informed, not necessarily a lawyer or a professional or an agency, but make sure that they meet the conditions to obtain amnesty. And the conditions are as follows. One is that they need to have entered Romania for a work visa. So those that came as students or short visa like tourists, family reunification without work and so on, voluntary, religious, they don't fall into the category of the people that will benefit from amnesty. Okay, so we had yesterday in our office lots of people that came as students and they want amnesty, but this is not applicable to them. But there are other legal means to obtain regularization of legal stay, and we'll talk probably about this in another podcast.
Yes. So
there are other conditions. You don't have to have a cease alert, meaning that at any point you left Romania and came back, most probably you have a cease alert, and this means that you also are not eligible for the amnesty. Okay, and don't have a return decision issued.
Yeah, yes. This is and do when people go for the declaration, I mean
to register
yes. themselves for the address, do they need any appointment or
no? There is no appointment. There are the long lines where you have to stay in the old way hours and hours to be able to register with any immigration office. It doesn't matter where. You just simply go, have your passport. You need to have your passport valid. This is another thing, that although your TRC is expired, the passport has to be valid. And to take the passport with you.
Another question, since this law passed, many people are requesting me to make the videos, the ones who left Romania and they are in the Western Europe.
Let me tell you, the first scammers appeared. And we were actually very surprised because yesterday we heard about this. There are brothers, cousins from different nationalities that are asking for their friends that are currently in Italy, Poland, Spain, and other countries to come to Romania for the amnesty. And they charge money for this. But this is a very big trick because, as I told you, you don't have to have cease alert. And once you left to another country, especially in Italy, when most of them go because there you can obtain the asylum. That means that fingerprints were taken, you are registered, you cannot come back to Romania. But once they come back, they are illegal. So when they will go to the immigration officers, they will see you are illegal. They cannot put you in the amnesty. They will give you the return decision under escort. So they will take you back home.
So then they will not be able to go back even to the countries that they came from, Italy, France, Spain?
No. It's one ticket back home, one flight ticket.
Paid by the person or paid by the government?
By the government, because he's very generous.
So
not first class.
Sorry for the jokes, but this is what we have to discuss so that people know the reality, what are the consequences in which they want to put themselves in risk, that they left the country.
So amnesty doesn't apply for those that left Romania, to simply put it as this.
Okay, if they want to check if their name is in the CIS or not.
We can check. We check, and in some cases we actually help people erase the CIS alert.
So in case you want to get the benefit of the amnesty from Romania and you left Romania, you are in Western Europe, all you can do is to manage to check your CIS alert system status. If it is there, then you better stay there. If it's not, then of course you come to Romania and most probably you get your documents explaining your situation, why you became illegal.
But this is not the only step. This is the easy part. Going and registering yourself at the immigration is the easiest part in this. Because once you do this in the 60 days, in order for you to remain legal until the end of the year, when it's the deadline mentioned in the law, you have to find yourself an employer that meets the condition of the current law, and find yourself an employer that will be able to make the labor application starting the 7th of August, or at least this is what we hope, because then is when it is mentioned that the new platform will start working. So you understand how hard it will be?
Yes.
On one hand, you need to find an employer that has to meet a lot of conditions.
That is authorized, in other words.
There are two types of new employers, and
we will
talk
discuss
about
them
this
later. Yes.
But the idea is that after registration, you are not benefiting from amnesty. You have to do hard work to be able to remain here with amnesty.
Yes. So, guys, in this video, we discussed that what are the conditions in which illegal immigrants can become legal here in Romania, the ones who entered on work visa, not on any other type of visa. Second, what type of documents do you need to go to immigration to declare yourself? It's very easy, you understood. The ones who are in the Western Europe, if they are eligible for this new law, if they can get benefits out of it. We also discussed that. It is very important for you to know that consultancy, it's the best solution that you can do. If you take the steps by yourself, it's gonna be hard for you. The second thing is that with the authorized employer that you have to find, still it is very difficult. So please do not put yourself in trouble listening other people that everything is very easy, they can do it for you, blah blah blah. Do not fall into trap. Take the decisions very carefully. In the next video, we will discuss the other aspects of the law, about the agencies, about employers who can hire, how you can find an employer once you get amnesty approved for you. Thank you very much for watching. Please keep supporting Real Ijaz Hussain on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok and YouTube. Have a nice day.